The year is 1760s. Back in the very beginning of this nation's birth, the British colonies were new in North America. Trading was a norm in colonial seaports, with the exchange of silver and gold denominated in pounds, shillings, and pence.
Might I say, what splendid fur you have there.
Such a feeling will fetch me quite a dime. I am willing to make this valuable trade.
I'll trade you these coins for your pelting weapon.
Wait, young chaps. Hold on there, you two. We both know that before the transactions are complete, there is about to be a sum to be paid in full for our mother nation.
Oh my, how have we forgotten?
The transaction is complete. Colonial coinage mainly originated from Spain and was used in all of the colonies. While there was paper money that was government regulated, it wasn't as prominent as coins yet. With the new developments of currency, there were also tariffs in place that Great Britain put on exported goods to gain wealth, though not everyone was happy about it. Under the British rule, the colonies used French, English, and Spain currency. This changed when the Revolutionary War became inevitable. The Continental Congress authorized the issuance of currency to finance the conflict.
I'm tired of having to pay for all these redcoats. I'm losing a lot of money. Not to mention, I have no say in any of this.
I say we listen to this Thomas Paine lad and we resist these strains. I say we start a revolution, though we cannot do it alone.
Fast forward after the American Revolution to the Articles of Confederation failed, where the United States started to become more united. This meant establishing a way to collect money and control money to pay off debt and have a stable economy. Here we cut to Hamilton and Jefferson discussing the justification of the bank.
I do say this necessary. We establish a system that's conventional and unified.
How dare you go against the Constitution and establish a bank?
What do you have to say, Mr. President?
The Mint Act of 1792 established the coinage system of the dollar as the principal unit currency. The National Bank acted as the federal government's fiscal agent, collecting tax revenues, securing the government's funds, and making loans to the government, transforming government deposits through the bank's branch network, and paying the government's bills. The National Bank was then disbanded by Jefferson during his presidency, and the Second National Bank was quickly shut down by Andrew Jackson during his presidency. Time is now the 1800s, with more people moved to the West and the California gold rush was on its way. This led to a sort of inflation, as gold was the backbone for the dollar. As a result, people started to speculate the worst, leading to the Panic of 1857. President James Buchanan announced that the paper money system seemed to be the root cause of the panic and then decided to withdraw the usage of all banknotes under $20. The Panic of 1857 encouraged those in the South who believed the North needed the South to keep a stabilized economy, and Southern threats of secession were temporarily quelled. Southerners believed that the Panic of 1857 made the North more amenable to Southern demands and would help to keep slavery alive in the United States. This eventually contributed to the development of the Civil War. The economy was split and a need for change. As a result, Lincoln established the Office of Comptroller of the Currency, OCC. With this new act, new paper money was printed, and later in 1909, Lincoln was put on national currency.
It is peculiarly the duty of the national government to secure people a sound circulating medium, furnishing the people a currency as safe as their own government.
The history of the Federal Reserve is bound up in the effort to build a more stable and secure financial system. The Federal Reserve acted to improve the flow of money and credit throughout the United States, implemented by Woodrow Wilson. The U.S. had overproduced during World War I, leading to Black Tuesday. The stock market crashed when share prices on the New York Stock Exchange collapsed, spiraling to the Great Depression. The nation was in turmoil with the economy in ruins. Many lost jobs and were now poor, on the streets fending for their lives. $1 in 1930 is equivalent in purchasing power to $17.31 today, so in order to buy what once was a $2 hot dog was now worth $34. With the new president FDR, he implemented new programs that would alleviate the damage done to the economy. He believes in the 3 R's: reform, relief, and recovery. He would help Americans back into their feet, but didn't entirely end the Depression, as that was because of World War II. Going into World War II helped the U.S. get out of poverty as it offered jobs to fuel the wartime effort. All these jobs in the factories put many men and women to work, bringing the economy back from the grave. The economy started to rise and consumerism spread, with salary returned from the war. With the invention of credit cards first used by the Diners Club, spending started to boom. Credit cards allowed people to buy goods and pay them off in increments at later dates. This was like a small incremental loan that banks could use and consumers buy more goods from retailers. With more purchases, household appliances were norms such as microwaves and fridges, along with TVs.
Americans. Our Director Secretary Colonies to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the American dollar, accepting the amounts and conditions determined to be of the interests of monetary stability and in the best interests of the United States. Let me lay to rest the bugaboo of which is called devaluation. The effect of this action, in other words, will be to stabilize the dollar.
At the start of the early 2000s, crypto was born. At first it was unknown and only known by small groups of programmers and distributed as software. It was later used as a currency that was weakly backed up, but with more trading and a wider audience gained value. It wasn't until 2010s that Bitcoin started to become more mainstream. The price of Bitcoin only started to grow, but it is unstable as the value fluctuates constantly and isn't really backed up. Not to mention NFTs. Digital images that are available for purchase with some have allowed for expensive art to be traded, seeing currency in the form of images with benefits. Inflation has always been a problem in the American economy. Most recently in contemporary society, inflation has grown to be a problem, with prices rising but the value of money declining. What makes inflation worse is printing more money, lowering the value. Looking to the future, we might see everything go digital. We might be living in a digital world too. All currency could just be in debt or credit card, with a cashless society. The United States has a complex history with money, as it's constantly changing. So be careful with your money and get your money up, not your funny up. Thank you, Mr. Barrett, for a great year.